Starting my Washington, D.C. tour was like stepping into the heart of American history and politics. As I arrived, the city's iconic landmarks immediately caught my attention. The blend of neoclassical architecture, broad avenues, and green spaces made it clear why Washington, D.C. is not just the capital, but also a symbol of the nation's ideals. My journey began at the National Mall, a vast green expanse stretching over 2 miles. This area is the epicenter of American culture and history, flanked by world-renowned museums and monuments. I started at the Lincoln Memorial, standing before the towering statue of Abraham Lincoln, with the reflective pool mirroring its grandeur. The atmosphere was contemplative, with visitors from around the world paying their respects to one of America's greatest leaders. From the Lincoln Memorial, I walked toward the Washington Monument, the towering obelisk that defines the D.C. skyline. Standing at its base, I marveled at the precision of its construction, its simplicity conveying strength and permanence. The view from the top offered a breathtaking panorama of the city, with the Capitol building visible to the east and the distant Virginia suburbs to the west. One of the highlights of Washington, D.C. is the Smithsonian Institution, the world's largest museum complex. The museums are free, making it easy to spend hours, if not days, exploring the vast collections. I began with the National Museum of American History, where exhibits ranging from the original Star-Spangled Banner to the First Lady's inaugural gowns provided a rich narrative of the country's past. Next, I visited the National Air and Space Museum, a must-see for anyone fascinated by aviation and space exploration. Here, I stood in awe of the Wright brothers' plane and the Apollo 11 command module, realizing how far humanity has come in its quest to conquer the skies. No trip to Washington, D.C. is complete without a visit to the U.S. Capitol. The building itself is a masterpiece of American architecture, its iconic dome a symbol of the nation's legislative branch. I joined a guided tour, which took me through the rotunda, adorned with historic paintings and sculptures, and into the chambers of Congress, where the laws of the land are debated and enacted. Finally, I made my way to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the address of the White House. While the closest I could get was the iron fence, the sight of the president's residence was thrilling. The surrounding Lafayette Square was a lively place, filled with tourists, demonstrators, and people enjoying the park. It was fascinating to see this iconic building, often shown on TV, in real life. Washington, D.C. is more than just a city. It's a living museum of American history and ideals. Every monument, museum, and building tells a story, connecting the past with the present. My time in D.C. was both educational and inspiring, giving me a deeper appreciation of the country's rich history and its ongoing journey. The city's unique blend of history, politics, and culture makes it a must-visit for anyone interested in understanding America.